What?
Me?
Me? You?
You?
No,
Me?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You?
You do
Me?
it.
No, it's all you.
You want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay, you do it.
Unless you wanted to.
Nah, I didn't want to do it.
You know,
I like it when you do it, though.
I like it when I do it too, but I also like it when you do it, though, also, too. At the same time.
Well, I think you should never...
Ever.
For any reason...
Any reason.
Ever. Under any circumstances. I don't know the whole speech.
I think we should do it at the same time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hi. Welcome to Rotator,
the pedal party. I'm Chance, and I'm Kogan. That's just a good time, you know.
It's a good time.
Just joshing around.
Well, here's why we're so giddy. Is we hit a bit of a social media milestone.
Oh, we absolutely did. I can't believe it.
Here, let's get the current stat, Kogan.
As of. Oh.
I'll do a little drum roll. As of right now, we have this many Instagram followers.
Loading.
Still not going to give you the Wi-Fi.
1,004.
1,004. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. I wish we had an audience for that. It would have been so much better.
Well,
I would have got laughs.
We're sitting on the stage right now of Summit Church, Southwest Oklahoma City, and we're in the auditorium. The lights are on. I mean, it feels like there should be a crowd.
And there is not.
And there's not, I mean, spotlights, the whole thing.
It's just us.
So lonely. But we know that on the internet. Hey, but on the internet, we have 1,004 friends.
On Instagram.
On the Instagram.
And maybe, I would say at least a 16th of them have maybe heard the podcast.
At least. Yeah. But they
might just like those sweet pictures that we put up.
Fantastic. But regardless of whether they follow us for the right reasons or not,
there it is.
We're going to celebrate the occasion with a giveaway.
I love free stuff.
Free stuff is much better than stuff that you paid for because it didn't cost you anything. That's the basics.
Amen.
And who other to inspire this than the Jared?
Yes, our unofficial
executive producer.
Executive producer, yeah.
The Jared himself donated to our cause a pedal from his private collection. Made here in Oklahoma. It's an old blood noise fuzz called what?
The Haunt. Ooh, I just got chills.
I got chills down my spine.
Haunt fuzz.
Haunt fuzz.
Haunt fuzz?
Haunt fuzz. Haunt fuzz. Anyway, Kogan, why don't you tell the good people listening how to get their hands on this thing?
Basically, like, follow, tag. Tag somebody in the photo we're going to put up later in the week. It's going to be a picture of the Haunt fuzz.
Haunt fuzz.
And I don't know how many days you want to go for.
Let's
go till Saturday.
Yeah, sure. Let's go till Saturday and then see about recording a little update for next week to announce the winner.
That'd be awesome. So, and then, I think the easiest way to do this would be whenever you tag somebody in it, we'll just take all the people who've been tagged, put it in a big hat, draw out a name.
Draw it out of the hat.
We'll DM you, hit you up, and figure out how to get this pedal in your little grubby hands.
So should we say that if we pull your name out the hat for tagging someone, but you don't get the follow, we should throw it in the trash? I'm not really sure how this works.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm going to leave that up to our discretion. Because really know how to check all that.
Yeah, that would involve probably an Excel spreadsheet.
But I just feel like the people who are going to be doing this, I'm just going to trust.
They know.
They know.
How else did they know to tag someone?
And then, every time you use this, you're like, man, I didn't really follow the instructions.
And then they would send it back because of guilt.
Yeah, exactly. Guilt is a very strong emotion.
Guilt is yes. I
tell you what doesn't make me feel guilty, though.
Fuzz.
Fuzz makes me feel good. The other G.
It's you know what? My whole life is either guilt or good.
I've only heard this pedal with everything at noon, and I already love it.
Yeah. So the Jared was like, hey man, check this thing out. I just got it. I would kind of like to donate it to the cause if you guys want to do a giveaway. And my first inclination was like, well, I have to make sure that this thing is like something worth giving away, you know, because I hadn't like really used it, and I plugged it in for 20 seconds and got all the information I needed to know that it was a worthwhile endeavor. I played like 2 riffs, and I turned the amp off, and I was like, yep, it's worth giving away.
I like it.
So anyway,
are we excluded from this?
Nope. We'll see what happens.
So the rig that we're going to test this bad boy out with is a
good one.
Oh, it's a great one. It's a blackface Fender Bandmaster
1964. Back whenever blackface was a good thing.
Might have to edit that part out.
I think it's fair to say. But anyway, yeah, with the Marshall 212, mic'd up with the Sennheiser MD421 2.
Yeah.
And I'm playing...
What is that? It's on the front. It's a 92.
92 Telecaster.
Yeah.
And it does have the TBX tone control, which I'll probably leave up most of the time at my discretion because it sounds awesome, and that's why it was made.
Oh, yeah. And this is a 2009 Les Paul Traditional in a beautiful, what is that? Is that Honeyburst? Tea-burst? Sunburst?
Maybe they dropped a little bit of honey into their tea.
Ah, honey tea.
Some ginseng.
It's a sweet tea burst. Maybe. I don't know. The people are probably just ready to hear this thing.
Yeah, true. We've prattled on long
also,
enough.
I guess I should say, if you don't already know what our Instagram is for the giveaway, it's rotator.party.
At rotator.party, yes.
Which is also our website and also our Gmail, rotator.party@gmail, and also our Facebook group that is basically dead. I'm not going to say dead.
It was never really alive.
Yeah, that's true. What is dead may never die. So that's basically describes our Facebook group. But if you want to get it going, hit us up. We also have a Twitter. Anyways.
Here we go.
Here's that Haunt
Kogan,
Fuzz.
Les Paul.
Chance Telecaster. Wait, that doesn't sound like fuzz.
No, that's because it's not. That thing's gated.
Whoa.
Gated but mighty.
So let's go over the controls here. That was everything at noon. And there's
with
two
the switches all the way to the right.
Yeah, there's 2 switches. There's a bass switch and a mode switch. And then we've got a volume, a fuzz, a gate, a mix, and a tone knob.
That's a lot.
Yeah, let's turn the gate down first.
Yeah.
Everything else is at noon, and the switches are to the right. Let's see what that does. That sounds good.
I want to hear that through the Les Paul.
Let's hear it with the Les Paul.
Kind of dying off there.
A little bit of that dying battery syndrome.
Yas.
Man, that sounds hairy.
Yeah.
Already, and it's just at noon.
So the switches, what do they do, Kogan?
Okay, so the mode switches between two different silicone transistors.
Oh.
Let me consult my answer box. And two different combinations of silicone transistors straight from the source. Do you see that?
Yep.
That's their website.
That's right there on internet.gov.
Okay. Okay. And so that's on the far right setting. Let's just see what happens if we leave everything at noon with the gate off on the far left setting. So that's right. Ooh.
Very different flavor. Whoa.
Let's figure this mix switch out first.
Yeah, because that sounded very parallel.
Yeah. So the mix switch is off, or the mix knob is off.
So that's a lot of clean tone. And now it's important to note that all the way to the left, you still have some of the fuzz.
There's still some fuzz there. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the right? That's all fuzz. Let's see what the bass switch does. So we'll leave the mode to the left. Now let's turn the bass to the left.
To the
bass
left,
switch.
to the left.
Mix is cranked, so I think it's all fuzz. Gate is off. Bass to the right.
I think to the left there's more bass.
I agree. I would agree with that. It sounds like it. So if we just
I think that if we were to switch that other mode knob back, that we would get more pronounced bass definition.
Yeah, because the left fuzz mode sounds like there's a really big mid scoop, right? Mm-hmm. And so mode is on the right, bass switch is on the right. We're on the Telecaster. Let's see what we got going on here. So I think there's actually more bass to the right.
Yes, and so I think what's happening is I don't even think that we're adding bass in the right. I think that in the left it feels almost like we're pulling bass out. In the right position we're putting it back in. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't feel to me like a bass boost.
It's more like a bass cut when you turn it to the left.
Yeah, it's more like a bass cut.
So let's stay with both switches to the right. Is that where we started?
Yep.
Okay. And
back to basics.
Let's explore the fuzziness.
Yeah.
So let's get some unity here. I'm going to turn the fuzz off. See if we still get anything. Sound about right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's So here we go. This is fuzz off, or fuzz all the way down, gate all the way down, mix all the way up, tone in the middle at noon, and volume at 10 o'clock. Both switches to the right.
Little overband.
That still sounds very bright on the neck.
Cleans up
Whoa,
well.
that cleans up really well.
It really, in this setting, feels like a drive.
Yeah, it does.
Like a fuzzy drive, not really like a fuzzy fuzz.
So let's see what happens. We've heard the fuzz at noon. Let's see what happens when we just dime the fuzz part. Oh.
That's squeaky.
So, this is probably why there's a gate on the pedal.
Yeah, I think to help with situations like that. Just right quick, same thing, Les Paul. Pretty glitchy, but nice.
Yes, I
Very
love
nice.
that. Ooh, I'm already like, that's the setting I want to use.
I feel like it would be a disservice to not explore.
It would be.
But I think I found my bread and butter.
Let's make this tone. It's the U word. Usable in a live
Upside
setting.
down.
Let's turn the gate up a little bit. Okay, so the gate is off. And let's just get it to where we're not getting all that crazy feedback.
Yeah.
Now, you might want the feedback.
You might.
You might not. So let's see if we can just get a little. Ooh.
Whoa.
Interesting. So it feels like it's maybe more of like a bias sort of thing instead of a gate.
Yeah, I think
I guess when I hear the word gate, I'm thinking of like
a volume.
Like a volume gate.
Right.
Like a signal gate. But this is really, it squashes the overtone, or I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
It makes it more glitchy sounding.
To me, it sounds like this is going to be stupid. No, it's not. It's my podcast.
This is your podcast.
It sounds like, or I would liken it to, rather, if you were getting sucked into a black hole and had a knob that controlled how big it was.
So The
That's
real
kinda
question
what I
is,
think.
if you were getting sucked into a black hole, would you know that you were getting sucked into a black hole? Because there is no time in a black hole.
Well, there's no time in a black hole. There's time around a black hole. You'd be approaching the point of.
So how long
No
would it
knowledge.
take you to get sucked into a black hole?
I don't know how long is the draw. I mean, we could go on for a long time like this. But I want to hear fuzz.
Okay, let's.
By the way, if you've ever wondered what our conversations are like without guitars in our hands,
That's pretty much.
that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it.
That and Back to the Future.
Yeah. Occasionally, some LOTR.
But only when comparing it to other
Yeah.
fantasies.
Let's go to the telly, and I want to sweep this gate knob and kind of see what happens. We haven't even got to the tone knob yet.
No. Lots of knobs.
Lots of knobs. Okay, so this is just a reminder. Fuzz, dimed, volume, 10, gate, off. I will be sweeping it. Mix, dimed, tone, noon, mode, and bass switch to the right.
Shooey.
So, at first I swept the gate knob. And then, I was just feeling it. And we switched over to the left mode, which I'm going to call the mid-scooped mode. I'm not sure what the difference is in the silicone transistors there. And we just started playing with the knobs, and I dimed the volume and the fuzz. Well, the fuzz was already dimed. And that was the gate off again, and the tone at 3 o'clock. That was a cool sound.
That was a cool sound. I'll say that before
I switched the modes over.
Right. Gated or not. So the thing about the gate is it seems like, it will close, but then on the other side of the door is that crazy squealy feedbacky nastiness that just, it doesn't really matter what you do. A few milliseconds after you stop playing, it pops back up, you know?
Yeah, and
we have the thing dimed.
that could be because, let's pull the fuzz back and see if we're still getting that. Let's put the fuzz at 3 o'clock. Let's go back to the left mode, or to the right mode, excuse me.
Is the fuzz at 3 or 9? That's 3, sorry.
That's 3 o'clock.
I'm not good at
I just learned how to tell time.
For this podcast.
For this podcast, because people know that I have been able to do it before. And we'll go tone back at noon. Bass switch is still on. Let's turn the gate off, and then I'll roll the gate in with the fuzz at 3 o'clock. That sounds awesome.
Really nice. Interesting. So when you really dig in, it just obliterates. It's acting more like a limiter, kind of.
Yeah, so the gate is dimed on that last part.
That's so crazy.
So I could tell when you were just like really digging in, it was squashing it more and more and more and more and more. And then when you were playing lightly, though, it was going back to like a very ungated sound.
Yeah.
So I guess that's in the sense like it's almost like the threshold of a compressor or like a gate, but with your your attack on the guitar. That's interesting. I want to try this. So play a chord. I'm going to leave the gate all the way up and leave the fuzz where it's at 3. And then I want you to dig in once and let's see what it sounds like. If it can pick up only one note, if only one note jumps out, and then play it really lightly and see if it still comes out. That's crazy. That's awesome. Very dynamic. Let's hear the fuzz off just on that tone, because I was really kind of into that. Do you want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I turned the tone all the way off.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder if the tone... Okay, let's try this. So this is fuzz. Let's just put the fuzz back at noon, because I feel like that's going to give us a little more leeway. So fuzz at noon, volume at 10, gate off, both switches in the far right position. Mix is dimed, tone is off. I'm going to sweep the tone knob, and then we're going to adjust the mix knob and see if what's going on with the tone knob. Let's figure this out. So
very little difference.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell if there is a difference or I'm just thinking there's a difference or what. So now let's put the mix knob.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to where it was. Let's try right quick a suspicion. Flip that bass switch back over and let's see if maybe the tone is more varied when that bass switch is in the left spot.
Okay, here we go.
So no.
No.
Maybe less.
Less fuzz.
No, like it might be less of a difference.
Oh, yeah.
In that
what I'm thinking is maybe the tone is adjusting the dry signal with this mix. So mix is off, gate is off, tone is off. Sweep the tone knob.
Yeah.
Was it changing? To the other mode, because I know it was doing something on this other mode. So this is the far left mode, and mix is all the way up, gate is off. I'll probably boost the volume here because I think we're losing a little bit of fuzz is at is so interesting.
Can we? So with the mode knob or switch rather on the left, that EQ knob really comes alive.
Sensitive.
Really sensitive. Did we try switching the bass knob around?
Yeah. So on this setting, on the left mode setting. Yeah. And so.
Wow, that's a lot of variance.
Yeah. So I switched. Okay. So we'll go. I ended up with the bass knob to the left, or the bass switch to the left. So here it is to the right, with the tone in the middle. And then here it is to the left. Let me turn the tone up to 3 o'clock.
I think that's where it has the most difference.
Bass to the right. It's just a little more low end.
Yeah.
Not much going on. Interesting. So that's the left mode. On the right mode, I'm not feeling the tone doing much.
No, but on the left, it is.
That is
profound.
Yeah, that is very interactive. Let's go. Let's play with this mix knob on the right setting, because I feel like we're getting into something. So I'm going to turn the mix knob all the way off. Tone is at noon. Doesn't really matter where it's at on this one. Let's put the gate at 9 o'clock. We'll roll the volume back here. And fuzz is at noon.
Wow, is that on?
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. A little duet.
Oh my gosh. I love the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, man. As soon as Jimmy Page left that band, they really got their start.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about how that's all connected.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like here's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
With this pedal. I really like the right setting. Being able to throw some of the dry guitar in there, especially once you start diming the fuzz, you're still getting a lot of attack from it because there's not much tone control on the right fuzz or on the right mode. The left mode, I don't know why. This is a sound that I want to figure out how to use. Mm-hmm. I just like it.
No, I love it.
You know what I mean?
And
it's
the
like
sweep
old
on the tone control
sounding.
is just that's where a lot of that control comes in. It's funny because I don't even know how much time we've spent with this thing so far.
I
feel
have
like
no idea. I've lost track of time.
I love it, but I still barely understand it.
That's a really good way.
You could spend so much time coming up with new purposes and sounds, and the combinations are almost endless for just what's going on here.
Let's see what it sounds like with a little bit of delay, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We haven't dimed it all. Let's dime it. Everything is on 10.
Is on 10.
Left mode. Or right mode. sounded so cool.
Unique New York.
Unique New York. See what I mean? That left setting is just like
Cool.
There's something about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm just like, yes.
She's got a way about her.
More, please.
Don't know what it is.
That was also the Strymon Dig, just for everyone out there listening.
Yeah. Just right quick, should we dime it with the Les Paul?
Yeah, let's hear it. So, this is the left setting. Was that our first pick slide?
I think it is.
Man, I didn't mean to take that away from you. Here's the right setting just for comparison. Yeah. You know what I'm really curious to hear?
The sound of one hand clapping. Also known as the bass guitar.
That's got to be the first Rotator, the Pedal Party t-shirt.
I think the first Rotatal?
Rotatal. This is a podcast dedicated to Rotel.
Dude, no, wait a minute.
Stories about Rotel. Rotatal.
That is our other podcast, but don't tell me that the Rotatal is not probably a Pokemon.
Rotatal?
Yeah.
Well, I know all 791 of them, so...
Rotatal is a Pokemon. Rotator is a podcast.
Yes. Don't get your P's confused.
No. All right, let's do this thing.
Whoops. That's still everything turned up all the way. Okay, so I'm going to go to, because I feel like this is where we should start, because this is my podcast and I can do what I want to do, and this is where I'm going to start. I want to put fuzz at noon, volume at 10, gate off, mix up, tone at noon, and both switches on the right setting.
Yes, by the way, 2010 Fender Mexican P-Bass with upgraded pickups and some nonsense, but it sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong key.
Let's take the fuzz to the top. Dimed.
All the way. That gate was definitely pushing in,
Oh, yeah. Well, I did technically turn it up to 3 o'clock,
technically speaking.
and I turned the fuzz up a little bit. Man, I like that. You know what I want to hear it on? I want to hear it on my favorite setting, the left setting.
Left side, best side.
And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do with this tone control here. Turn the gate back down. Leave the fuzz at about, I don't know, 1 o'clock, right after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Volume's at
Almost
10.
nap time.
Let's start with the tone off, and let's kind of roll into it and see what happens.
That is just so...
I like that sound.
I like that a lot.
Wow. You put some drums behind that, you take that on the road, dude.
You don't even need a guitar player.
No. Never.
Full frequency options with this thing.
Yeah. 4 strings and a kit.
Mm.
Banging on
Boy,
them
let's
skins.
start that.
Let's do it. I like that tone a lot. So we ended up with volume at about 2 o'clock, fuzz at 3, tone around 1 or 2, mix all the way up, and the gate, just a little bit of the gate on with the left knob on. The left mode. The bass switch was to the right. Let's try the left setting on the bass switch with that same sound. Nice. Not a lot of difference.
No.
On the bass. One setting I want to try while we're here on the bass is I want to turn the fuzz off.
Ah.
And I kind of want to see if we can drive this bad boy. I'm going to leave the mix all the way up. And let's bump the volume a little bit. Just push the amp, see what kind of overdrive sound we can get. Distortion maybe.
It
so
cleans
sensitive.
up very nicely.
So I did that thing where I put it on the other mode, back on the left mode.
You dog.
And I think on bass, so I think being able to control how much high frequencies come through on the left mode, especially for bass, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're scooping some of those mids, because on the right mode, even down with the fuzz all the way down, it was just so bright.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was digging that left mode a little bit. Is that a yawn?
That was a yawn.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
That fuzz putting you to sleep?
Well, it's just that this tone is exhausting. It's so good.
It really is good.
And it could be yours.
For the low, low price of a like and a follow and a tag. Or I'm sure you could visit Old Blood Noise Endeavors in a Google search and that would pull up their website, which maybe
Exists.
is Old Blood Noise. Well, I know it exists.
Oh, yeah, because you were on
Because
it
I was just
before.
reading the... you know what? I could tell you what it is right now. Just as I suspected.
Mm-hmm.
Oldbloodnoise.com /pedals /haunt-fuzz
.htm /giveaway /rotator _party.
Now, I will say, Old Blood Noise, or OBNE, as some of you may know them,
Obni.
are not affiliated with this podcast. They did not give us permission to do this. We just have one, and we're giving it away.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to jump on board, then hit us up, and we will gladly let this be your idea.
We will completely do an Old Blood Noise special.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
We could get that, what's that pad reverb, the Dark Star in here. We could get the...
Well, guess who has one of those?
Oh, yeah. The Jared. What's up, Jared?
The Jared has one of those too.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are very cool.
I was trying to remember what the delay is. The reflecticator? I can't remember, but it sounds awesome. Oh, the procession. Oh, I don't know what it is. Cut this part out because I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, follow us, email us, rotator.party@gmail.com.
Even if it's just to say, hey,
I listened to the
podcast,
and I have no thoughts about it.
But I do it.
But I did it.
We had someone email us about trying to find a good mid-level overdrive to complement the rest of his rig. That was exciting. We got to talk about pedals and stuff. We got an email. It was great. So we love doing that kind of stuff and chatting.
While we're here, I'm just going to check our podcast reviews. If you haven't left us a review and you want to, please do. That would be amazing. I'm going to look at it right now.
Go through some of the classics.
Roteller. Or what was it?
I want queso so bad.
Oh,
Fake,
dude.
processed, nonsensical, Rotel and Velveeta. Rotator
pedal
cuff.
party. Ooh, we moved up. We used to be the fourth one. Now we're the third one on the search.
Dang.
We have
6 reviews.
6 reviews. Nice. Big shout out to JMM405. That was a month ago.
Is that John McCall?
It sure is. I think he was featured on an episode, wasn't he?
He was his special guest on the Dunlop Fuzz Face featuring the Walrus Audio Luminary.
Yeah.
Now that's a nice pedal.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
I bought that pedal from John. That thing's mine now.
That's what happens. You hear a good pedal, you just got to buy it. Much like the Old Blood Noise Endeavors Haunt Fuzz.
Yep.
All right. I have no more comments about this pedal. I like it. I want it. And maybe I need it.
I like it. I love it.
I want some more of it.
No. You know what? I'll let my fingers do the talking. See ya. My fingers were confused.
Nice. Well, I'm Kogan.
I'm Chance.
This is Rotator.
The pedal party.
That'll do. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Work?
I sure do love me a nice, crisp, refreshing Diet Coke.
Diet Dr. Coke. I like this pedal.
Huh?
I already know I'm going to like this pedal.
Oh, I'm going to love this song, baby.